Recently, I was giving a seminar and somebody asked me a simple question. Mr. Jollis, what do you think the three most important elements of not just speaking, but performing would be? I'm just looking for three things. Let's have ourselves a pocket-sized pep talk, because it took me a moment. But as I was responding to the question, I realized that the answer was as simple as the question.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
When I worked for Xerox, I spent 5 days teaching trainers and speakers how to present information in a powerful manner. Those 5 days gave me time to work on many of the crucial elements of speaking, including setting up your message, creating measurable objectives, sustaining interest, dealing with personalities, proper use of question tactics, tricks of the trade, and so much more. But after I left Xerox, I continued to teach individuals how to speak in front of others. But I had to trim the program down from 5 days to 3 days. That meant trimming down the material, and I came up with the most critical elements of professional speaking. Before I knew it, some clients asked me to teach this material in 2 days, and then 1 day. This didn't just mean I had to talk faster. It meant I had to continue to trim the material down to intelligently fit into the designated time frame. It also meant trying to net out and articulate the most critical elements of my message. I was even requested to give shorter presentations on the topic, including half-day programs, and finally, the dreaded keynote. I don't say dreaded because I feared the delivery. I say it because it meant trimming my most precious 5-day program to the best hour or two I could muster. In the process of condensing that material, more and more, I had to figure out every moment of that presentation. I had to make every word count. This brings us to a question I was recently asked. Mr. Jollis, what do you think the three most important elements of not just speaking but performing would be? My first thought was, wow, spent 40 years learning how to condense a 5-day class into an hour. Now this guy wants it condensed to three things. And yet, figuring out the answer to that question forced me to provide an equally simple response. Here's what I said. In real estate, they say the three most important things are location, location, and location. In any performance, the three most important things are timing, timing, and timing. That was my answer, and I'm sticking with it. You want to sustain interest throughout your message? It often comes down to the timing between your segments. You want to draw people to the core of your message? It often comes down to the timing between your sentences. You want to help people believe your message? It often comes down to the timing between your words. You want to bring humor to your message? It often comes down to the timing between your stories. There's a time to speak and a time for silence. When you can develop a rhythm between the words and the timing these words would require, you take a major leap into a whole different level of communication competency. It's not so much the words as the spaces between the words that matters. So remember, you want it into threes? Timing, timing, and timing.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.